This is the only content marketing funnel slash strategy you need to get high ticket clients coming to you. Now in this video, I'm going to go through the exact content funnel step by step so you can implement it and get results as well. And if you don't know who I am, my name's James, owner of Magnify Your Content Media, and I help 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 figure entrepreneurs build content systems to save time and of course scale. And if you want my social proof, check out the first link in the description. I'm actually going to give a bit of social proof now actually. And if you want to join a free email list where I give away free content tips and resources every single day, check out the second link in the description. This kind of like asset, this literal Miro board, will be in the second link as well, so you can get that for free as well. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. And first I want to go through one of my clients' results. Now I've helped Devin with his content, mainly ideation, scripting and editing, and what I want to speak about is he makes 300k a month, okay, which is insane. And now I don't want to take credit for that. He has other stuff going on as well. He does cold outbound, he also runs ads, but we create the content behind the ads. And what this does is it shifts beliefs, it overcomes any objections before the call, so they're pre-sold. So his sales team doesn't have to hop on calls with unqualified prospects, with prospects who give all the objections under the sun. And that's why he makes that much, okay? He makes 300k a month. Again, I'm not taking credit for the 300k. He does other marketing methods as well. I'm just saying the content behind that actually shifts beliefs, overcomes any objections, and helps and basically adds fuel to his fire, okay? And that's what I want to go through today. I want to go through the marketing funnel that can help you do the same thing as well. So first, what I want to speak about is top of funnel content. And this kind of top of funnel content is growth content slash ads. And the reason why I say ads is because, okay, Devin runs ads as well, and that really does help like a lot. And I don't want to speak about ads that he runs. I want to speak about other ads that you can implement that does super well, which is just follow ads and DM ads. These work super well because it gets people into your ecosystem. You're paying for it. You don't have to rely on the algorithm, because like sometimes the algorithm, you can't control it. You're competing with a lot of people, and if you just pay for attention, real attention of course, qualified attention, is so much easier. So I would suggest running ads, running top of funnel ads, which are really like follow ads, just calling out your ideal client, listing a couple pain points, showing social proof, and optimizing for them to follow you, okay? And also DM ads, you can run DM ads as either retargeting ads to retarget of your followers, or just straight up ads to new people, to a cold audience, and getting them to message you a keyword for either a free training or more information about your offer. So you just offer your offer basically. But the thing I want to speak about is growth content. Now growth content is organic content, it's free, you can just post this kind of content. And this is top of funnel content, and this is where you've got to do your research, okay? You've got to do your research. You've got to go to some of your favorite creators within your industry, see what's working for them, and then take those ideas and add your own unique spin to them. So what I can do is a quick example of this. So what I can do is go to Instagram. Let's just say, for example, we're doing an example of a sales coach. What I'm going to do is go to a sales coach who's doing really well, and what I'm going to do is go to Reels. You've got to download this extension called Salt Feed, and what you can do is go views, and this is going to sort their most viewed videos from the last 25. You can do latest all, but you've got to get the paid version, and all you can see is their latest 25 reels that have performed the best, and you can see what's working. So for example, you seem kind of pushy objection. This is a live sales call. Well, live, I'm pretty sure he fakes it, but this is a sales call that I can replicate for a sales coach, or let's just say, for example, you're a sales coach. You can replicate this, but this works for any industry. You've just got to find creators that you like, that you've been following, that are doing really well, and replicate it for growth content. This is just getting more people into your ecosystem, okay? And that's the top of funnel content, and it's very important to create this type of content because you want more eyeballs, you want more attention onto your offer, and ads and growth content do that. The next stage of the funnel is niche authority content. Now this is the type of content that I've been creating mostly for Devin, and it's shifting beliefs and also overcoming any objections. Now the reason why I say I'm only posting that kind of content for Devin is because he doesn't care about growth. He doesn't care about growing his social media account. He just wants to overcome any objections and show and shift beliefs before the call, so the prospects don't ask so many random questions on those calls and doesn't come up with loads of objections on those calls. And that's exactly the content we've been creating for him, because again, he runs ads. He doesn't need more attention. He gets attention from those ads. Okay, so he just needs to nurture those people who come from the ads, and that's what that content does. And niche authority, basically niche authority. So it's shifting beliefs, overcoming any objections the prospects may have, and really just giving step processes about your offer so they know before the call exactly what you do. And some good ways to do this is actually recording your sales calls, taking 15 of your sales calls and putting them into ChatGPT and typing something like, please analyze these sales calls and give me the most common objection and also their most common beliefs, so I can create content overcoming those beliefs and objections before the calls. And boom, it's going to give you the most common objections. You can create content about that, shifting their beliefs and overcoming objections before the call. The way I know my clients' objections and everything like that is I get them to fill in a docs beforehand, so I could just literally know everything about them. And this helps me, so when I come up with the ideas and when I come up with the scripts, I can do that. So I can shift beliefs and overcome any of their potential clients' objections, okay, before the call. And I want to make sure you realize, like, if you're, let's just say for example, you're running ads, I would say you only need niche content. So if you're running ads, like I said at the start, yes, you can post growth content, but what do you really want? You want more clients. You don't care about growth. You need more niche authority content to speak directly to your ideal client and get them as a client, okay? So you should really just be focusing on niche content. Yes, okay, sometimes sprinkle in some growth pieces of content. Sometimes some of your niche authority content might go viral. Again, it's an algorithm. You can't really control it. Zuckerberg controls it. Well, he doesn't, but you get what I'm saying. So that's the second part of the funnel, which is niche authority. And the last part is super important. I'm also going to add a separate, like, really last part to actually convert these views into paying clients. But what I want to speak about is the third type of content, which is social proof content. Now this is super important, because the more people know that you've got results, and the more people know that you've got results for people like them, the more likely they are to take action. Now, for an example, if I was let's use the sales coach example again. If I was a prospect and I saw another person exactly like me 2x their close rate, but they're exactly like me, okay? Let's just say I was in a job and I had a sales job in London, for example. And the prospect that I saw, the client result that I saw, had a sales job in London, and they quit it and became a remote high ticket closer and made 10k a month. And I wanted that exact same outcome. I'd be like, damn, okay, he's exactly like me, I can do it. So I'm more likely to take action. Okay, so that kind of social proof pieces of content, and that's why it's important to have one ideal client. So as you know already, so if you do have one ideal client, this would do super well, because each one of your clients' results is exactly like the other client that you want to get. So they're more likely they're more likely to take action because they've seen social proof from someone like them. Okay, but if you have multiple clients, it's completely fine, but you just need to start showing social proof. So this type of content is case studies, clipping client interviews up and posting them with short form content, speaking about clients' results, YouTube videos like I'm kind of doing from a client result. Well, I'm running through what we've done for him. Part of what we've done for him. The content's what we do if we don't do the ads for him, but we do offer ads. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. So you're posting testimonials, you're posting clients' results, etc., and just building up trust. And also, which I'm going to go through next. I'm actually not going to speak about that yet. I'm going to go through it next. But just post social proof pieces of content that builds up trust, and make sure if you do have one ideal client that they like, it's a result from an ideal client. And also, if you have multiple ideal clients, just post clients results. It's going to build up so much trust, and you need them everywhere. You need them all the time, in front of your prospects' face 24/7. Okay. And the last bit I want to speak about is conversations plus IG stories, because this is where you're going to get the actual conversions. So ads, growth content's top of funnel, niche authority is middle of funnel, and social proof is bottom of funnel. Yes, you're going to get clients through this, but you need a conversion mechanism in place. And there's two ways you could really go about this, which is conversations and Instagram stories, and also VSL and landing page, for example, okay, or email marketing. But I'm going to run you through two. So conversations is basically just reaching out to all these people, and the way Devin gets results as well is because he has his own appointment setter. And this is very important, because the people I work with appointment setters, they crush it, okay? And that's because they're starting conversations. They're starting conversations with prospects who interact with their ads, who interact with their content, and they're just starting conversations, seeing where they're at, seeing where they want to get to, seeing what's stopping them from getting there, see if they're even interested in having help achieving their goal, and then just simply offering the consultation. And that's how they get the actual prospects onto the call, okay? And this crushes it, because it's reaching out to ideal clients, okay? So you need to have conversations. I would suggest hiring a commission-based appointment setter, or you can use something like ManyChat. I do like ManyChat, but I feel like it's a bit too automated, so people can really realize that it's an AI. But it is good for sending over free trainings, building up trust, asking qualification questions, and just simply offering the call. If you want to do it that way, do it that way. ManyChat, I've got a video on my channel about that. And the next main thing I want to speak about is Instagram stories. Instagram stories super important. This thing I spoke about, social proof, post social proof on your Instagram stories every single day, and put beneath it, message me keyword if you want the same results. I would also use Instagram story frameworks at least once a week, and there's many frameworks you can use. I can run you through one. So what you could do is you could post a poll on your story with a question you know your ideal client's going to answer yes to. Story after that, you could post your story. Story after that, client story. And then on the final story, post another poll saying, would you like the same results? Anyone who answers that poll, you or your appointment setter, reach out to them and get them on a call. You should post something like that every week. Again, there's many frameworks that you can use. And if you join my email list, you know what I'm going to give them, okay? I'm going to give them to you. So join click the second link in the description and join my email list, and you'll get the other story frameworks. That's going to be the main thing I'm going to give away, and you get that every single day. You get certain resources every single day. But yeah, Instagram stories is very important, builds up trust, and it also pushes people over the edge to buy from you, because they've seen you 24/7 from your content, from your ads, from your YouTube content. They need that little push, and that Instagram story is going to be that little push to get started, okay? So yeah, this is the kind of content marketing funnel. And yeah, I hope you got some value from this. If you do want to learn how you can get 5 to 15 extra high ticket clients through building your own content ecosystem, this video up here is going to help you do that. So click up that video. It'd be on this side or that side. I'm not sure where it is, but it'll be somewhere. Again, join my email list if you want those Instagram story frameworks and more resources every single day. Subscribe, everything like that, and peace.